So I've been doing this daily vlogging challenge for 4 days now. This is the fifth one slash sixth, if we count that one day is missing somewhere. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's been less than a week, and I'm already kind of debating whether or not to change the rules a little bit, because it's like, so the challenge is called daily vlogging, right? So one video per day, every day for at least 100 days. Ideally, maybe 365 days, right? But it's more difficult than I would have thought, because I kind of start my day doing different things. I might start even writing about an idea, or talking into ChatGPT, letting it transcribe it, and then kind of work on the draft. And this might take me an hour to whatever. Then I do other things, and like somehow time passes and it's already evening and I'm kind of sleepy and not really in the mood for making a video. So, like, as I know, since I know a lot of theory about content creation, video production, I know that it's not the most efficient way to make videos if you just record or script, record, edit, and publish one video every day, because it's going to take you time. Like Casey Neistat, who used to do that, well, that was his whole job. That was all that he did, well, mostly for a while. He had some app that he sold, I think. But basically, this was kind of his main focus. He didn't have other projects, although there were probably other things as well. But if you want to do this daily, it has to be either very simple, very small, which is a challenge in itself, because if you have one simple idea and you want to make a really short video, I'm already at 3 minutes. If you want to make a 1 minute video, it has to be really, really condensed, and it's not as simple to do as one might think. So basically, it's not as easy as you might think, right? So as a result, I've started thinking, should I do the batching thing, which most video creators do, at least the ones who aren't just vlogging about their, I don't know, daily life, but who actually kind of script their videos, who have like some specific point that they want to make or something they want to say. They usually script their videos in one day, or like drafts or ideas or whatever. Then they record on another day multiple videos. Then they edit on a third day, and I don't know if there's like a fourth day for publishing or how does that work. But yeah, usually there's like, recording has a separate day where they batch record multiple videos, just at least because of the fact that it takes time to set up this whole thing, like lighting, camera, I don't know, putting on a shirt, all of this, even though it seems like such a small thing, it takes time and energy, and you have to decide, okay, I'm gonna do this, then I have to do that. It takes like at the minimum, if you're like very fast at doing everything, it will take a minute at the minimum, like bare minimum. And you might think, what is a minute? It's nothing, but it's like a lot of task switching. Okay, so now I set up the camera. Okay, I have to put on a microphone. Like at first I started, this is my second take. I started with this microphone, and then I realized that, okay, because it's at this distance on the camera, there's a bigger distance for the microphone from my mouth, which might not be a problem unless you have kind of echoey walls. So if the microphone is like very close to your mouth, it's picking up mostly this area. But if it's at this distance, you will have to up the gain, so it will pick up the whole room, at least more of the room, so there will be more of an echoey sound. And probably, I don't know if you can hear this right now, but there's like some truck outside backing up. So, sorry. So basically, it's just one thing, and I had to open the side doors for the camera to plug in the microphone. I had to take these, like, so there's a receiver, there's the recorder, I believe. Let's see, they have labels. Oh yeah, transmitter. So transmitter, receiver has to be plugged in. The cable for the transmitter to camera or receiver to camera is in here. So I have to, like, it takes, like, this takes at least a minute, if not more. But then I have to make all these decisions, and each time you do all this, because I had to also set up the camera on this tripod thingy, open the side door. I had to adjust the levels for the microphone because it's different for this microphone than this microphone. And if I'm using the onboard mic on the camera, which is usually where it's set up by default, just in case I need to quickly record, that's like a third setting, right? Then I have to turn on the lamp, which actually was on. Is it lamp or lighting? Because I usually use it as lamp, but at 10%, this is at 60%, I believe. Then I have to adjust it so that it's at the right angle, and I have to put on a shirt. I didn't have to this time because I had a shirt on, and it's like not the most presentable shirt. But I am trying to stop being a perfectionist for these videos. So anyway, here we are. Also, I did some lens cleanup, and yeah, so if I have to do this every day, it's gonna be, well, at least half an hour per 1 minute video. Just the recording part. Then there's also the scripting part, or ideation, draft scripting part, so the writing part. Then we will add some editing, and yeah, now we have close to an hour per day each day. and like you also have a job. Well, most people have a job or at least some responsibilities. So imagine if like most jobs are 8 hours a day. Imagine if additionally to your job you had to record a video every day for 1 hour. Well, maybe not record, but basically like you would have to do an hour of work every day additionally to your regular work. That's quite a commitment. So my point is that like my goal was to make one minute video per day. That was the goal. But it turns out it's a bit more complicated than that. Like it seemed like, okay, like usually I tend to rant. So that was my issue with like my videos initially. I would like either I would record like an hour long rant, or I would write a script. So rant without any script. Or I would try to write a script, then I would try to record it word by word, and I would go on tangents even then, or it would look like very robotic and just wouldn't work. So I tried these approaches. They kind of didn't work. The rant is impossible to edit. The robotic script reading kind of just looks weird. And so I thought, okay, the solution would be to make a very short video, because it's much easier to write a script, edit it, film it. Even if you have to record it one sentence at a time, it's kind of doable because it's 1 minute. But it turns out that writing and condensing an idea into seven, I don't know, I just picked seven for my first video, so I'm running with seven, but condensing it into 7 sentences is not as easy and simple as you would think. On one hand, sure, maybe that is the thing that I should be practicing, like condensing my ideas and thoughts into like very short kind of pitches, if you will, right? But then I would be worried that I missed something, or sure, again, perfectionism, let go of perfect, I don't know, scripts, perfect videos, right? But it's still difficult. So I thought, well, maybe batching could work, because, well, at least it doesn't take an hour to, or half an hour to record every video, to set it up, to even decide, okay, at this time I'm going to record it, I'm going to have a shirt on, I'm going to have the camera at this angle on the table, or I'm going to do it in the woods or somewhere else. So second option, right? But then the issue is consistency, because if I do scripts on one day, and let's say that's gonna also take an hour at least, even if I'm like writing ultra short scripts, that's gonna be, well, at least an hour, right? Okay, so an hour that day, then but that will be like for the whole week, so maybe there's some economy there. Then second day I do recording, okay, maybe that will take an hour, maybe it will take a little bit longer. But again, it's 7 videos in that, let's say an hour, right? In that hour. And then third hour, I will edit all these videos. So in 3 days, I kind of created 3 or 7 videos for that week if we do the batching thing. But, and so there's less task switching than with the one video per day from start to finish to publishing. So less task switching than in this case. But let's say I do the scripting one day, then I do the recording another day, editing third day, and then I have 4 days to kind of either do nothing or to get bored and start another video, like an additional video, and then kind of, well, I have my videos for this week done, so I can, like, I don't know, I have extra energy, I'll write a long script, long video, record it, and then I will end up mismanaging my energy, overshooting, and getting burnt out. And then on that week, okay, that's it. I can't do anything more. Maybe I can't even do any of my work tasks because I just spent too much time on that additional video. And then next week, I would be burnt out because maybe I had to do some work on Saturday and Sunday. And then I'm burnt out from the previous week. So I don't do anything on Monday, any scripting. Maybe I'll do my work stuff. I'll push it to Tuesday. Then on Tuesday, I'm like still tired. Push it to Wednesday. And maybe Wednesday just is a bad day for this. So push it again. And that is how momentum is lost. So I don't know what to do. I guess that's the figuring out part. So on the plus side, for the start and publish in one day method or rule or strategy or whatever, on the plus side of that, you're not locking yourself into a system. You kind of get to discover whatever the hell you're doing every day. You can do things differently. Like all my videos thus far have been quite different, except like, I mean, it's been 4 videos and this is the 5th one. Except 2 were kind of similar. But the point is that if I approach it with like flexibility in mind for every day, I'm like, okay, what do I feel like doing today? Then I might start experimenting more. So, I mean, if I do batch recording, then I'm kind of doing them in one place, be it in the woods or at home, or again, somewhere else. There's more than 2 places in the world. So, or so they say. But if I kind of do the batching, then I'm kind of, okay, a whole week, same type of video, kind of, right? But if I mean, you don't have to do the batching completely in the same style or whatever. You could stand up, you could sit down, you could just do a voiceover video or whatever. But that's something that I did because of the daily thing. Like I just didn't have the energy to start recording in 2 of the days in 2 of the previous days. I was just like, okay, today I'm just gonna do a voiceover, use some b-roll that I filmed, and that's it. It's something that I wouldn't have considered if I had done the batch recording thing. So on one hand, it takes more energy to do this on a daily basis. On the other hand, it forces you to kind of confront reality on a daily basis, to confront your plans. It forces you to adjust as you go and to be more real with yourself. Um, like you can't over script. Like if you spend like 5 hours scripting your videos and then you still have to record 7 videos for that week in one go or just in general, and you spent already all your energy, like 5 hours scripting, you might be burnt out for the whole week, right? But if you have to do one video from start to finish in one day, then like you could be like late, behind, or whatever for one day, but at the very least you didn't do 5 videos in one sitting, or 5 scripts, or 5 recordings, and then you're dead and you can't edit or whatever. No, like um, you're confronting reality day by day, and you know, okay, actually yesterday it was quite difficult. Maybe I won't do something elaborate. Maybe I won't do like I don't know, an hour script, or like a complicated multi-layer script, or maybe today I won't do a script at all, because right now obviously I'm kind of improvising. Although I did try to write a script or a draft previously, then I tried to do like a condensed 7 sentence one, and it just didn't work. I didn't have the energy to finish the draft to a decent kind of structural degree, to even include all the points I wanted to make, to have all the clarity I wanted to have in that post or script. And I definitely wouldn't have had the energy to record it sentence by sentence, because what's the point of this long script if I don't even kind of record the whole structure, because I can't memorize it. So I would have to record it sentence by sentence. Then I would have to do the editing. Okay, so there's a long pause here, I'll take that out, and so on. It would be impossible. So, as I don't remember who said that, was it Oscar Wilde or who? They wrote to somebody of theirs, listen, I just didn't have the energy to write you a short letter, which kind of seems counterintuitive, but editing is like, it takes energy, right? So right now I'm doing a very different type of video than what I've done in the previous days. Like I had a 7 sentence script the first day. I think probably the second day I had like a semi script. Third day, I'm not sure. I don't even remember any of the videos anymore, to be honest. Oh, second day, I don't know, doesn't matter. The point is that I didn't do this. This is 24 minutes. Like the plan was to do 1 minute videos for the series. But if the goal is one daily video, look, I'm hating this already. I'm really hating this because it's unstructured, it's too much, it's not condensed enough. My perfectionism bells are just, alarm bells are ringing. but that's part of the process. Getting over the perfectionism and doing whatever you can do that day, because the next day you'll have a new video to make, and then you'll know, okay, that rant went on too long, it was unstructured, I wasn't sure what the point was, nobody sat through it, and I don't want to do that again today. So I'll be able to adjust the next day. But if I kind of would do a rant like this in the batch system methodology, then I would do a second rant again for the second video, third video, and I did that in one day. And then I'm like, okay, I have to edit all that. There's no way I would be able to do it. And I'm probably not gonna edit this video either. I'm not gonna even watch it before publishing because I'm gonna go to sleep now. So I'm just gonna render it and publish it, and that's it. I don't know where's the moral in here. I guess the moral is you just gotta do it day by day. There's no chance of doing anything else, because tomorrow I will be able to adjust, spend too much time ranting, spend too much time scripting the video initially, or scripting the blog post or draft or idea or whatever it is that I script, right? Whatever. And now I have a very small amount of energy. So tomorrow I will be, okay, a very small bite. Let's not try to do a lot. Let's try to do so little or as little as possible. And I guess that's kind of the point. I've made the point multiple times. I repeated myself. That's it for this video. I don't know. There probably was like a better conclusion somewhere that I wanted to make, but I've forgotten it. I'm like, my brain is mush. So see you in the next video. Hopefully not more than a minute.